And suddenly I was thrown into this expansive, amazing feeling of freedom from myself, from my problems. I saw that I was bigger than what I do.
Whatever you're doing in any given moment, if you do it your best, it leads you to the next best moment. Yes. So you don't have to worry about what's the next moment coming if you only do your best in this moment.
That's right, because when the next moment comes, it comes as this moment.
Right.
The future, you never experience the future as the future. You experience the future when it comes as the now, because that's all there is.
That's all there ever is.
And that's an amazing realization for people to realize life is always just this. It's always the now.
Yeah, it's interesting because last week we had Nick from the Bodhi Tree, and you said, and when Nick was up talking about he had to, well, you have to worry about your bills, and you said, well, you don't have to worry about your bills.
You have to pay your bills.
You have to pay your bills, but you don't have to worry about paying your bills. I don't know about the rest of you, but that lesson has sort of been with me all week. So anytime I'd find myself, you know, in the mind worrying about something, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. I meditate every day. I meditate every day, and it normally takes, I do it in the mornings, and I do it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I think it's important because it just, it sets me up for the rest of the day. You know, it helps me, it's like having an anchor. You know, if I don't do it, I feel like I'm constantly chasing the day, as opposed to being able to be controlled and dictate the day. Not that you're, you know, calling the shots on what comes forward, but the fact that I am set and ready for whatever may come my way. You know, I have a calmness about whatever comes my way and a poise, and that comes from starting the morning off with meditation.
So you would literally have the guy sit in stillness?
That's right.
Meditating?
That's right. Taught them how to hold their hands, where their shoulders had to be, the whole process of, you know, being in upright situations so that you're not slouched and you're not going to fall asleep. And they bought into it.
Come to your senses, because when you come to your senses, you step out of the stream of thinking. So to really give attention to something, you withdraw by giving attention to sensory perception, what's around you. You withdraw attention from thought. So there's not enough consciousness available now to make thoughts, because the consciousness is not directed towards sense perception. And that's the surface of the present moment. And that's already a wonderful thing, to wake up into your surroundings where you are. And you realize you might have been, for hours, trapped in your thought, only peripherally aware of your surroundings. And then you, and you listen and you look.
To trust that they can close their eyes for a moment or a couple of moments during the day and let go of the show that's going on in their heads. You know, we are so trapped, all of us, and to gently pull yourself back to a place of peace. And just to stop the spiral of thought, man. We get up in the morning and we open our eyes and the show begins, you know, and it's a thriller for some people. And you can't help but get caught up in it. And it's important a couple of times during the day to stop and go, wait, this is just as real as those thoughts. I am bigger than these thoughts. I am bigger than this body.
Well, this is good. This class is good for me. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I got it now. Just learning to do the simple things begins to retrain your mind.
Yes, And another thing is most simple things that you do, which actually fill up most person's everyday life, because the whole day consists of simple things that you have to do.
Right.
They're all relatively simple.
Right.
And the way most people live is that everything you do is a means to an end. And the end is where you want to get to, the next moment.
Right. So you're never thinking about the moment.
No, because you want to get to the next one. You're washing your hand in order to already do that. Or you're while you're making a cup of coffee, you really want to be drinking it. And then everything you do is a means to an end. The end is always the next moment in the future, which never arrives, because all you ever have in life is the present moment.
Present moment. So you're constantly frustrated,
yes,
creating anxiety for yourself and stress.